Oh no, how will I ever get through this door? If only a nuclear bomb dropped and I could just walk through the remains. Well, shit. Hello. So this is a game called Titanfall 2. And you get to play as a dude who gets to pilot a giant mech. And the mech is pretty cool. His name's BT. But anyway, we're not going to be talking about that part of the game. There's this one part in the campaign where you get to travel from the present to the past. And like, in the present, everything is destroyed because it's all abandoned. But in the past, everything is all like fixed up. And there's guards and stuff patrolling. So like, you get to, I don't know, you parkour through the past and present. Because in the present, there's an opening that doesn't exist in the past. And in the past, there's an opening that doesn't exist in the present. So let's recreate that effect. So inside the workspace, we're going to add two folders. We're going to add present. And we're going to add past. Let's add a little Joe, a little blocky man for size reference. And inside of the present, we're going to add a part. Actually, put that part in the past. We're going to build the past first. So I'm not going to put too much effort into this build because, I don't know, I'm lazy. Random phone call. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to make the ground concrete. I'm just going to scale. We're going to make a hallway for this one. And then I'm just going to duplicate this part. I'm going to scale it like this because I want to have like these little wall accents that are slightly darker. So, yeah, we have some wall accents. Duplicate it like that. Then I'll put this on top of the wall accent. Scale it up a little bit and make it a lighter color. Then I'll just copy this over to the other side. And we'll put the floor on the roof. And we can just copy the wall color and put it there. So yeah, we have this janky hallway. So we'll just duplicate one of the walls. And we'll make sure it's pretty thick, because like this is for a secure hallway. You wouldn't just be able to break through a wall like this, hopefully. So we'll duplicate. Basically, I'm just making a doorway, you know? Giving you the explanation, Roblox doorway lore. But yeah, I'll put a part in the middle. And I'm going to make it, I think the material's diamond something. Diamond metal, whatever. Yeah, diamond plate. And I'm going to turn that bright, I'm going to turn the color darker. So yeah, now I have this, like, janky hallway. We could add some lights to it if we wanted to. So we'll just duplicate the wall again. Everything's the wall. And I'm going to put a surface light. I'm going to put it on the, I'm going to set the face to be the bottom. I'm going to turn shadows on. And I'm going to make this part neon. Let's make it a little bit brighter so it has like a slight glow. And we'll copy this color and put it on the light, but make it brighter. So yeah, now we have, I keep saying so yeah, that's my thing. We'll just duplicate this light a few times. And we'll do it over here as, oops, we will drag some of these over here as well. They're not even, they're ugly looking, but this will work. So the hallway has been constructed. So we'll just copy all of this, and we're going to put this into the present. And then we're going to move the present over. And now let's just make this look ugly. So let's take all of this concrete, and let's add a slight like yellowish color to it. Like, I don't know, I assume concrete will just get yellow and old looking. We'll make it look like the FNAF 3 pizzeria. That place is ugly. In a good way. Alright, we'll take this color from the walls and apply it to the like door arch or whatever this is, doorway. And we'll take the diamond plate and we'll make it corroded metal. And we'll just move it like this. And scale it. Yeah, it's like the door is broken. I don't know what came through here, but it broke the door. We'll copy all these lights. And we will just change their color to be like slight yellow. And since I assume not every light in the place is going to work after all these years, we're going to just delete the surface light from some of them and make them black. So I'm going to tilt the ones that are broken. And then I'm going to take the ones that work. I'm going to copy the color of that. I'm going to paste that into the surface light. I'm going to make it a little bit brighter. So now, if we go into these, we can just paste the color and make the color bright. Oops, I'm putting that into the part. Alright, so we have like an ugly hallway, which you could add a lot more to this, actually. Like, I'm just gonna add like random patches of grass. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we are just going to overlay these two things to create a horrendous amalgamation of Z fighting. And we're going to take the past, and we're gonna put this into... We'll put it into replicated storage. Oh, and copy the present too and put that into replicated storage, just so we have a copy of both. Then inside of the starter character scripts, we're going to add a local script. We're going to name it time travel handler, and we're going to add a few variables. So we're going to need user input service. I want to make it so when you press F, like you'll travel from the past or to the present, vice versa. So we'll do local user input service UIS equals game get service. User input service. I also want tween service for some screen effects, so we'll do local tween service TS equals game get service tween service. Let me make sure my voice is recording. I didn't actually check. Okay, we're good. And I also want I want to be able to do cooldowns, so we're gonna do local debounce equals false. And if you don't know what debounce is, I will explain that later. I'll also add an activated bool. So local activated equals false. I'll also show you what that does. We'll add a cooldown. And let's add the actual variables for stuff like the past and present instead of replicated storage. So we'll do local past equals game dot replicated storage dot past. Oops, past. Local present equals game dot replicated storage dot present. And let's add, for our screen effects, we're just gonna use color correction and blur. So go into your lighting, add color correction effect, and add blur effect. Turn the blur's size to 0. And we're going to do local blur equals game.lighting.blur. Local CC for color correction equals game.lighting. Color correction. For really long like variables, I just end up putting like color correction is a longer word, so I'll just put CC. Now we can detect if the player presses F. So we'll do UIS for user input service dot input began connect function, and we're going to add two parameters. We're going to do input and typing. So if you read this, it says this is input, so we're going to keep this the same. This is game processed event, and you're like, what is a game processed event? Well, basically, if the chat is open, it's equal to true. And if it's equal to true, we don't want the player to be able to press F. Like if you're typing a word with F, you don't want to travel through time. So first thing we're going to do is if typing, then return end. So basically, if the chat is open, it won't go past this line of code. So we don't have to worry now. So like, if I had a print and I just do a bunch of spam, and you go into the game and test it, you'll see that like if any key you press will cause this to print. If you open up the chat and type, it's not printing. Yeah, that's basically how typing that's basically how game process events work. So now we just add the actual detection for the F key being pressed. So if input, not instance, if input dot key code equals enum dot key code dot, and now we can choose whatever key we want. We'll do capital F. Well, not capital, but just F in general. And debounce equals false. Then they'll run our code. So for the effect, let's just do blur.size equals 56, because I think that's the max. cc.brightness equals 1. And now we'll do our little tweening. So we'll do tween service not wait for, oh my god, this autofill. Teen service create, blur, clean info.new. We'll do 1.5. And then right here, we'll do size equals 0. And we'll add colon play. And we'll duplicate this and we'll do the same thing for the color corrections brightness. So we'll do CC and we'll just change size to brightness. So if you go into the game, you have Flashbang Simulator. Every time you press F, it's just Discord Light Mode Simulator. So yeah, that's pretty good. Now we'll just add a little code to actually switch to time. So we'll do if activated equals false. Then game.workspace find first child present destroy. So once it finds this present, it's gonna like this little map chunk thingy, it will destroy it. And then we'll do local past clone equals past clone past clone.parent equals game.workspace. And we'll just set activated equals true. And we'll do task.wait cooldown. And we'll set debounce to false. So debounce equals false. And at the top of this script, right underneath here, we'll do debounce equals true. So now if you press, okay, we need to add a second bit before we continue. So just add an else. I basically just said the equivalent of before we continue, we need to continue. So yeah. Copy all of this, paste it into this else. And switch present to past. Switch past clone to be present clone. And we'll do equals present.clone. Oh, present colon clone. And we'll change past clone to present clone. Oh, and while you're changing these values, before I forget, change activated to false on this bottom one. And now if we playtest this, you will see that when you press F, you'll get flashbanged. And wow, we're in the past. It's all fixed. Press F again. We're in the present, it's all broken, so we can go through this door like you would in Titanfall. And if we spam it, you can see that it waits 2 seconds before letting you press it again, so you can't like rapidly flashbang yourself. So yeah, in Titanfall you'd be like running from some dudes or like a monster, and you'd be like, and then like there'd be like a jump here that's a bunch of fire, and you press it again, and now it's safe to go across. So yeah, this is like my crappy remake of Titanfall 2's like time travel campaign part. I don't know, it was really cool. It'd be awesome if somebody made a parkour game that used time travel as like one of its main mechanics. Maybe I'll make that. Make it a tutorial. So everybody can have cool parkour. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. You're awesome. My dogs won't shut up. But hey, have a good day. Don't forget to brush your teeth.